one thing I often get asked by many people that are considering the VO2 Master or other gas analyzers out there is, how much does it cost to run? Okay, well, you've got your initial outlay to purchase the system. I'm not going to give you the price now because clearly with fluctuations, those prices change. However, you've got one component which is disposable. So that is the filter pad that gets thrown away every test. So every single time you do a test, you use one of those and you throw them away. They come in cartridges of 50 filters. So one test per filter. And inside the unit as well, and this is a slightly older unit I've got for this demonstration here, but there is a semi-permeable membrane piece of tubing that also gets replaced every 50 tests. The combined cost at UK recommended retail prices at the moment is around about £110 plus VAT. So that's 50 tests, they're going to be around about £110 plus VAT. So around about £2 per test. And then you've got your AAA battery, which should last around about 6 to 8 hours of running of the VO2 Master. So when the unit is in standby or when you're testing, you're using that battery life. So those are your only two ongoing costs of using the system. There's no cost per test, there's no cost for software, there's no cost for anything else. That is all that you've got in terms of running costs. From our calculations, it's around about a quarter of what many of the competitors charge on the market, that charge anywhere between £5 and £10 per test, or some systems where you have to buy your tests and they can charge you up to £150 per test. So we've got no ongoing costs in terms of that side of things. The only other thing we need to make you aware of is that the O2 cell needs replacing on an annual basis. Again, present cost in the UK, the O2 cell annual service is around about £500 plus VAT to replace that annually. So that is the only annual maintenance that's required, which again, if we compare to systems like the Cortex, it's around about a quarter of the price of the annual service for the Cortex. And so I think you'll find that cost per cost running the system is actually relatively inexpensive.